The rise of cult-like behavior from the left wing, unmasking disturbing traits and policies. Cults can employ various tactics to exert control over their followers. It is important to note that not all groups or organizations labeled as cults engage in all of these tactics, and the presence of one or more of these tactics does not automatically indicate that a group is a cult. However, these tactics have been observed in some instances. Manipulation of information. Cults often control the flow of information by restricting access to external sources or promoting a distorted worldview. They may discourage critical thinking, independent research, or questioning of the group's teachings. Isolation. Cults isolate their followers from friends, family, and outside influences, creating a dependency on the group for social connection and support. This isolation reduces the chances of dissent or exposure to alternative perspectives. Thought control. Cults employ techniques to manipulate and control the thoughts and beliefs of their followers. This can include the use of repetitive indoctrination, mind-altering practices, or coercive persuasion methods aimed at influencing beliefs and behaviors. Fear and intimidation. Cults may use fear tactics, threats, or intimidation to keep followers compliant and discourage dissent. Fear of punishment, ostracism, or spiritual consequences can be employed to maintain control over individuals. Exploitation and manipulation. Cult leaders often exploit the vulnerabilities and desires of their followers for personal gain. This can involve financial exploitation, forced labor, or emotional manipulation to maintain control and loyalty. Charismatic leadership. Cults often have charismatic leaders who inspire intense devotion and loyalty. They may use charm, persuasion, or manipulation to gain the trust and compliance of their followers. Control of behavior. Cults may impose strict rules and regulations that govern the behavior and lifestyle of their followers. This can include dietary restrictions, dress codes, curfews, or limitations on personal autonomy. Suppression of critical thinking. Cults discourage critical thinking and independent decision-making. They may foster a culture of obedience and unquestioning loyalty to the leader or group, stifling individual autonomy and personal growth. Emotional manipulation. Cults often use emotional manipulation techniques to create dependency and control over their followers. This can involve love bombing, excessive displays of affection or attention, guilt induction, or emotional blackmail. In recent years, there has been a notable rise in cult-like behavior exhibited by certain segments of the left wing. While acknowledging the diverse range of beliefs within the left, it is essential to critically examine these troubling tendencies. Number 1. Ideological rigidity. Unwavering devotion. Some factions within the left wing display an unwavering commitment to their ideological beliefs, leaving little room for open-mindedness or flexibility in considering alternative perspectives. Thought policing. The enforcement of ideological purity has led to a culture of policing and suppressing dissenting voices, discouraging critical thinking and stifling intellectual diversity within the left wing. Number 2. Groupthink. Echo chambers. The left wing has seen the formation of echo chambers, particularly on social media platforms, where individuals surround themselves with like-minded individuals and are shielded from opposing viewpoints. This groupthink mentality limits exposure to diverse ideas and fosters an atmosphere of conformity and intellectual stagnation. Intolerance of diverse opinions. Dissenting views are often met with hostility and dismissal within these echo chambers, further solidifying the prevailing narrative and inhibiting constructive dialogue. Number 3. Demonization of dissent. Silencing tactics. Rather than engaging in substantive debates, some factions within the left wing resort to labeling and demonizing individuals who express differing opinions. This creates an environment of fear and silencing, where dissent is not tolerated and alternative perspectives are marginalized. Virtue signaling and moral superiority. The left wing's emphasis on virtue signaling and claiming moral superiority often leads to the devaluation of opposing viewpoints. This smugness perpetuates an us versus them mentality, stifling open dialogue and understanding. Number 4. Cult of personality. Charismatic leaders. The left wing has seen the rise of charismatic leaders who inspire unwavering loyalty and adulation from their followers. This adoration can create an environment where critical thinking and independent analysis are suppressed, as blind loyalty takes precedence over objective evaluation of policies and ideas. Blind obedience. The influence of charismatic leaders can result in a cult-like atmosphere, where unquestioning obedience and adherence to their policies and narratives is expected, hindering individual autonomy and critical thought. Number 5. Cult-like policies. Identity politics. The left wing's embrace of identity politics has led to the prioritization of group identities over individual ideas and merit. This policy approach fosters division and reinforces an us versus them mindset, hindering unity and undermining the pursuit of common goals. Cancel culture and suppression of free speech. The left's endorsement of cancel culture and the suppression of free speech pose a threat to open dialogue and intellectual diversity. This policy approach stifles dissenting voices, discourages independent thought, and limits the free exchange of ideas. The left wing's alarming rise of cult-like behavior, including ideological rigidity, groupthink, demonization of dissent, self-righteousness, and the influence of charismatic figures, has significant implications for open discourse and democratic values. It is crucial to critically examine and challenge these tendencies within the left wing, promoting intellectual diversity, open dialogue, and respectful engagement with differing perspectives. By doing so, we can strive for a more inclusive, intellectually vibrant, and constructive political environment that values critical thinking, individual autonomy, and the exploration of diverse ideas. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Please drop a like and subscribe, share these videos, and comment on these videos. Thanks for your support, and if there are any subjects you would like me to make a video about, please add that in the comments section.